For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Okay, Coach, can we have you make an opening statement and then we'll go to questions?
Yeah, we felt pretty fortunate to be at this spot. We've worked pretty hard over the course of the season, and these kids have shown up. I've had this group for a long time, from the time that they were little kids till now, and I'm extremely proud of where we ended this season. We put regional championship up on the board from day one, and you can say it, but these guys actually did it. We had some tough goes. We didn't shoot the ball very well, and I think probably had the worst stretch of shooting the basketball our last 3 games of the season, unfortunately. But that has something to do with the defense too. But we missed some shots early today and gave up some easy ones. I think they made 7 threes in the first half, which kind of set the tone. But extremely proud of my guys, and man, our community's really rallied around them and made this the best experience possible.
Coach, it was 13-2, just out of the gates, and then just during that stretch where you guys made you come back an 18-7 spree. You guys can kind of just see that you had loosened up, just a little bit. Yeah,
I thought we were tight. It's kind of expected. It's the first time we've been in this situation and this type of stage. This is the biggest stage in high school basketball, and I know as kids, you sit up here in the stands, and this is where you want to be. And now you're put in that situation, and it took us a little while to get going, and we did loosen up and we made some shots, but I think we kind of went back into missing some shots there, and it just affects your whole overall play. A little bit of frustration sets in.
Coach, how big was the momentum shift there? You got back to a 20-20 tie, and then they hit 3 straight threes on free throw to end the half, the final 3:53 in the half, and then you don't score in that period, and then it takes to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. I think the scoring drought total was 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Just talk about that momentum shift there.
That's the difference in the game. If you got to stop the bleeding, and we weren't able to stop the bleeding by getting some buckets. And I thought we had some good looks at some spots, and I know we just mishandled the ball a few times. It was a perfect storm. Gilmour's a heck of a team. I thought they shot the ball better tonight than I've seen them on film, but you got to give them credit, man. They stepped up in the state semifinal and knocked down shots and played good enough defensively.
Coach, I think they only had 4 blocked shots on the stat sheet, but how about contested shots? Can you just give your thought about contested shots, about how they might have altered some?
They're long and they're fairly athletic in there. We talked this week about trying to shot fake and get into their bodies. I thought they did a pretty decent job of staying down on the floor, though, and contested our shots still. But we could have done a better job of trying to draw a little more contact and be able to try to finish through them. But we took some tough shots, and that's credit to them.
Trey, just how difficult was it to shoot against their length, to shoot against the way they were contesting shots?
It was difficult, but I think as the game went on, we really should have adjusted. We tried a little bit, but we didn't. They still contested shots, but I think it became easier for us a little bit down the stretch. But yeah.
Coach, towards the end of the game, during one of those last free throw opportunities for Gilmour Academy, you were pulling out seniors, allowing them to get their name called one last time, and having the Waverly community really rally around them. Just talking about the importance of allowing your seniors to have that moment.
I love them. They've dedicated their 4 years and a lot more, actually, to me in this basketball program, in this community, and they deserve every bit of respect and celebration that we're able to give them. So they're a great group. I've said I don't know how many times, it kind of frustrates me that you hear that coaches and stuff talk about measurables, how tall someone is, how high they can jump, or this group is here today and played in the Final Four not because of measurables. They're here because they have things you can't measure. They have heart, they have grit, they have toughness, and they play for each other. And if anybody thinks that they didn't deserve to be here, they're wrong, because they earned every single bit of what they got.
So, well, for you guys, one of the seniors on this team, one of the pillars of this team as well. Kind of just talk about, just from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and kind of just the journey that this season took you guys on to where you end here in Dayton.
It was a long one. There was a lot of improvement from the beginning of the year. Obviously we knew we wanted to put ourselves in a good position to get to the regional championship, and even at times whenever we weren't playing our best basketball, we stuck with it and really just tried to put our heads down and go to practice every day and really just keep working until we accomplish those goals and prove people wrong. And it's been a hell of a ride right here with my brothers. Sorry. And it's been a great experience. I couldn't have really asked for a better one. I'm really grateful to be able to be on a stage like this and in my high school career. So,
Trey, you just talk about just your overall career, man. To score over 2,000 points, to have pressure, the opposing defense is trying to stop you every night. Just now that it's all over, if you can just kind of, look back on your career.
It's been a pleasure to wear Waverly across my chest for 4 years and be a part of that varsity team for a while. And the seniors, when I was a freshman, kind of helped me with open arms, and that's really what they like implanted in me, what we did to like my little brother. And I think the 4 years have been the best 4 years of my life, and I couldn't thank anybody but my teammates. They've done a great job. They're the best teammates I could ever ask for, and I can't thank them enough.
And Coach, could you just talk about the legacy this group left, and with him leading the way?
You think about what we experienced this season. We had sectional championship, we had SOC championship, district championship, regional championship. We've got to experience Trey becoming our all-time leading scorer. We got to experience him becoming over 2,000 points. I don't know what he ended his career in, but it has to be close to 2,100 or so. 52 years since we've been on this stage. So, these guys, they've done a lot. They've been able to accomplish things that most people don't get to do in a whole lifetime of playing basketball. Played basketball and coached for a long time, and I'm sitting here today the first time, and I owe it to these guys because they got us here. They got us this experience, and I don't know what else to say about them. Like I said, I would do anything for them. I love them, and I owe them.
And to do this on the heels of a football playoff season, you guys haven't had much of a break at all. And talk about what that's been like for you.
It's been chaotic, but I kind of like it. It's always giving you something to do. And, as an athlete, you fall in love with the sport and the excitement of the playoffs and the close games. And eventually, it just catches up to you, and you take it now. And, you got to take it like a man, really. But it's been exciting, and it's going to be weird to try to adjust to that going home after school feeling.
And for Will and Trey, Coach touched on it earlier, but the Waverly community has surrounded you guys all season, especially once you guys did the tournament run. No matter how far you guys have traveled, you've had fans and masses. Just talking about how good that feels for team morale and just that family feeling of the community just rallying around you guys.
It's the best community we could ever ask for. I think they would do anything for us. If we asked any of them out there to do something for us, I think they would do it for us with no questions asked. They're a big part of what we've done, and like you've seen today, you've seen our half of the stands, it was filled, and you've seen their half of the stands, and it was halfway packed. But they would travel 8 hours away to come watch us play. They're a big part of this.
Yeah, the community's really backed us this whole time. Everyone's close in Waverly. It's a small town, and they've done everything they could for us, and we've been greatly appreciative of it. And I can't say thank you enough to them.
Coach, my last thing, if you can just talk about, I know it's tough enough being a coach, let alone you're a dad, Trey, and just the pressure that he felt. Just if you can just talk about how
he felt pressure.
Yeah, how he
noticed it. I've noticed it in the last 3 games, to be honest. He moved with, you could just see it in his body language a little bit. If if you know Trey, I mean, he's out there bouncing, popping everywhere, and you could see, I don't know if it was just over the course of the season him getting a little tired or the pressure kind of, he looked like he felt like he had to carry us sometimes, and you know, he does. He has to score, and when you're playing 27, 28 games in a season, and you're asked to do what he does, it does wear on you. But I'm telling you, he's a stinking warrior, and college coaches that are, you know, passing on him are making a mistake. Not only is he a skilled kid, but he's a great kid. Not because he's my kid, but anybody that knows him, talks to him, and truly knows how great of a character he has. He's the best teammate anybody could ever ask for. Best leader that I've ever had come through this program. So, you know, I'm extremely proud of him as a dad to be able to see him grow as a person and a basketball player in this type of atmosphere. But I'm extremely proud as well as a player to see him grow. Hopefully he knows the yelling and all that stuff comes out of love, because I want the best for him and he deserves it.
And then Trey, just last question for me, kind of mentioning having to carry the team at times. You played a really big role in the team getting back on track in that first quarter. So when you're in those moments where it seems like shots aren't falling and you guys are struggling, what is your mindset to kind of get yourself back into the game?
You know, they may seem like all like the points are like under my name and stuff, but it's not just me. There's dudes out here sacrificing their bodies, every play after play, and playing defense, getting rebounds for us, and you know, it doesn't. I'm just the one that makes a shot at the end of the play. They do all the work, and they battle down there, banging bodies and stuff, and they kick it out, and then I'm the one that makes a shot. But it's mostly them.
Okay, we all set here?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.